like, yo, I'm sitting on this couch, but for real, I'm broken in this season.
Welcome back, people. So I saw this clip with B. Simone, and she had a little bit of a breakdown here, and she talks a bit about dating and stuff like that. So I thought it was quite interesting. So yeah, before I get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get to it.
Be where your feet are.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere but where my feet are. Right now in this moment, I'm here. And that's part of the energy y'all have cultivated.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not thinking about nothing else but this conversation. It's usually like, okay, after this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You got anxiety because you think about the future.
Facts.
You got depression because you thinking about the past. You got, be in the moment. Like, so I think being more in the moment, and that goes back to me being obsessed with work. Like, yes, it's fulfilling, but it's like, you're so attached to these end goals. Like, if I don't do anything else in my career, I've done phenomenal. I have done phenomenal. Braylon Simone Greenfield has done phenomenal as a Black woman in America that was supposed to be statistically not a millionaire, not here, not on the couch with these men. Like,
See, this is the thing that gets me with B. Simone and a lot of these modern females is like, especially in the Black communities, they'll sit there and be like, be in the present, the past makes you depressed, the future is anxiety, and, act like they've comfortably pursued things in life and they're where they really want to be, right? But this is the thing. She chose to be a modern female. She chose to be a modern woman. So when they're in their youth, it's all about getting money, getting the bag, forget broke niggas or broke ninjas, and don't worry about man, I don't need a man, and all of this crap, until you get to a position in life where you're not really getting any further, right? And then the things that you thought you would have had aren't actually even an option. And then she's going to sit here and say that she is phenomenally successful. She's done phenomenal, right? But how is it that you're living such a phenomenal life of success, yet you're here on this podcast talking about the things that you're talking about? And we're going to get into that. Let's keep going.
I have done phenomenal for myself.
Yeah.
So if I don't do anything else, be like, stop being so attached to these ideas you have of where you want to go and enjoy what you've done. I think it's attachment.
So remember what she's saying, y'all, right now, because she's talking about enjoy what you've succeeded to do in your life, right? Right. Let's keep watching.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel not loved and appreciated by Black men?
I can't say I felt that. No.
You can't say you felt love.
I have felt that. I can't say I have felt not loved and appreciated by Black men.
Okay.
I can't think of a time. I'm sure there might have been a situation or whatever, but no.
What do you?
The Black men I come across treat me very well.
Do the women in your community? I won't say community or the women in your circle, do they share those same sentiments? Right? Do they communicate to you like, I'm having a problem with Black men. I can't stand these niggas. Like.
So I'm glad that she admitted here on the podcast that Black men haven't really been a negative influence in her life. That in fact, she's got many positive Black relationships in her life, right? And I would attest that that's the story for majority of these Black females, Black women. Because even Oprah had to come back and admit by the studies for CDC that out of all races, Black men were the most involved with the upbringing of their children. where really over the last 50 years, it's been preached word on the street, word of mouth, that the black man is the most absent, right? So what I'm saying is what she's saying, it gives kudos to what those test results report. But the problem is a lot of these black females, what it is that they're so money hungry and they put such a transactional value on everything and every relationship that they have going on around them that they devalue the actual quality of the relationships that they have in their life. And this is where you will hear black females start to say, oh, he's a dusty. You know, he's a brokey. But this is the problem, because how does money prove the quality of a man's character? Money doesn't dictate the quality of a man's character, morals, standard. And these are things that have constantly been misconstrued and lied about and purported to our own community, by our own community. And, you know, social media doesn't help, and society doesn't help, right?
No. No. The women around me, most of them are married to black men. They're dating black men, and the women in my life now are happy in their relationships. So no, but I'm sure I'm not going to say 100% I've never had a situation, but no, that's not my narrative.
No, I love that. I actually, I think one thing I appreciate about you is I've listened to just you speak on podcasts, and you have a very, I think, fair take, right, when it comes to like relationships and the man-woman dynamic. And it's just not like, no, I'm just not getting behind everything women say. Yeah. But I'm not getting behind everything men say. No, for sure. I appreciate that so much because I think that really does a lot for our community, because the divisiveness.
See, and that's big facts, you know. It's a good thing that she's come out to admit that her friends, family members, people around her do have healthy relationships with black men, and in different walks of life, like ages and stuff like that, right? So that is really good. Like she's just proven a lot of the stereotypes to be complete lies. But let's keep going.
Yeah.
You know, you talk about scrolling on social media every single day. You'll see something that could trigger
crazy.
you.
And my the black men that I have that are friends, they treat me great. Like the Desies. And I'm on tour with Brandon Lewis, who is a phenomenal comedian, Jay Anderson, who is married. I don't open a door. I don't touch it. These are my brothers. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, well, if niggas ain't coming like y'all, I'm gonna just kick it with y'all for the rest of my life. Like the black men around me treat me well, so I don't have that issue.
You know, for somebody who, I know you growing up, not being protected is something that impacted your life, but you have a very whole outlook on relationship. Yeah. The black community in general, and just like as a person, the way you speak is very whole. I don't hear the emptiness that people can speak from, especially people who desire something.
You're about to make me cry. Stop.
No, you go ahead.
I know.
Go ahead. You can.
I know. Like,
no, seriously, and it's super encouraging. It's very encouraging because I can still hear the hands and the favor that you have over your life.
100%.
Because to still be saying, I want these things that I don't have, but I can still speak life into the people that do.
And to have been hurt so much. That is my prayer recently. Like, God, please don't change my heart. Like, yo, I'm sitting on this couch, but for real, I'm broken in this season. Like, I can say that safe here on this podcast. And you know, the shit I have told you I've been through. This is probably the hardest season I've ever gone through publicly or in my life. Like, I'm really broken in this season. And for you to say that and notice that in me, I appreciate that so much, because that has been my prayer. I do not want my heart to change. I don't want my optimism to change. I don't want to see the glass half empty. And I'm trying so hard not to be bitter and mad and angry. but I am broken right now. I really, really am. Like, it is hard for me to walk in that door and be like, hey, y'all. Like,
And that's my point, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these females, no matter what, they're walking liars, man. Hypocrites. It's all about clout. It's all about attention. It's all about money. It's all about fame until it ain't. Right? Because she's just going to sit there and say how just a second ago, my life is phenomenal. I've reached a phenomenal level of success because I'm making quote unquote millions. And this is the thing. She may be making some level of money. Let's say she is making these millions, right? Though we never see it. But let's say she's making these millions. Why is she still here breaking down on camera? Why is she crying? Do you think if I was making millions, I would be crying on camera? Like, you can't make this stuff up. So all that success that she believes she has amounted to, she's still not happy. She doesn't have any children. She's not married. You know, she's 34 years old. This is what she's reached in her life. She's probably never gonna have children. She was a American actress, comedian, entrepreneur, musician. But everyone knows her for a social media personality. You know, even if she was a big time actress, it wouldn't really change anything in her personal life because as we've seen, so many of these A-list celebrities, actresses, Taraji P. Henson's, uh, what's her name? Diana Ross's daughter. They reached that 40-year-old, 50s, late 30s, and they start to realize that their life is a midlife crisis. Because the truth is, men are born and made and created to provide. So men have to earn because no one is gonna take care of a man. It's not like that for women. It never used to be. Women nurture the children. Men nurture too, but that's a full-time thing for women. Women are social creatures. The type of jobs that they go into and they take are social roles, social services, hair, beauty. They don't typically go into, you know, STEM, any of the STEM careers. They don't pretty much go into science. They don't go into engineering and become mechanics and stuff like that. Women don't typically work long hours or antisocial hours. The point is, women biologically are driven to have a social life and have children and family, have relationships around them that are fulfilling. Men are more antisocial. Men are more argumentative and disagreeable. So she's having this breakdown now, and she's saying that she's on the edge and that, God, please don't change my heart. This is the thing. God don't change nobody. God doesn't change. So why would he change you? We were created in his image. So you are who you are. And she said a few things there that I want to point out because she said that she doesn't want to become bitter. She doesn't want her heart to change. What she's actually saying is what majority of these black females live their life on. They treat the black men bitterly. They're unsubmissive, downright hateful. because deep down they resent themselves. They resent the place in life that they have to fulfill to live a thriving life. To build wealth, it takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes consistency. It takes work. It takes effort. It takes not compromising yourself. It takes a lot. And in the black community, black females, they're envious towards other community of women, because the truth is every other community is wealthier than the black community. And there's a lot of envy in that. There's a lot of jealousy in that. So they look at the average black man who's probably making 20, 30, maybe 40, 50,000 a year, and they determine him to be a dusty, a brokey. And then we have inflation and cost of living and, living crisis and all these things that also exasperate the situation. And then what do you have? Today's dating climate, right? So yeah, I thought this was interesting. And you know, B Simone, we're gonna see more of this. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you click that like. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, your opinions, whatever your opinion, it doesn't matter. I appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time.